Hey guys, my name is Haley, and today I'm going to be filming the Winter Wonderland book tag. I was tagged to do this by Jill from Midnight Reads, so let's get right on into it. Question number 1 is, what book is so happy and sweet that it warms your heart? And for that, I'm going to go with Amy and Roger's Epic Detour by Morgan Matson. I loved this book so much. I love the romance, I love the road trip, I love the little playlists they have throughout it, and all of the extra things in this book. I just thought it was the cutest romance that I've read in a really long time. Question number 2 is, what is your favorite book with a white cover? That would be Just Listen by Sarah Dessen. This is my favorite of Sarah Dessen's books and has been for a very, very long time. This is one of the very first books of hers that I read, and I just love the characters. I love Owen, I love Sophie, I love everything about it. This is one of my favorite books of all time. Question number 3 is, you're sitting in a nice comfy chair wearing a onesie with hot chocolate. What monster book are you reading? And I'm assuming by monster you mean huge book, and so for that I'm gonna go with The Wise Man's Fear by Patrick Rothfuss, because this book is literally 1,000 pages. It's really heavy, it's really big and floppy, and it's just honestly enormous, and I'm pretty sure it's the biggest book that I own. Question number 4 is, it started snowing, so you decided to have a snowball fight. Which fictional character would you love to have a snowball fight with? I went with one just because I would love to do anything with this character because I absolutely love him, and that is Jest from Heartless. I think he would be so much fun to have a snowball fight with because he could use like his tricks and magic and everything to do some crazy stuff with the snowballs, and I want to hang out with him. That's all I have to say. Question number 5 is, sadly your fire is beginning to go out. What book would you tear the last few chapters out of to keep it going? For that, I'm gonna go with The Last Star by Rick Yancey. I would actually probably just throw this whole book in the fire. And really everything after the 5th wave, because I didn't really like The Infinite Sea either, so if you've read this, you know, it's not good. And question number 6 is, what book would you gift to someone for Christmas who hasn't read before but wants to get into it? I have 2 options for this one. First is Illuminated by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff, just because I think this is a very accessible sci-fi, and if you're having issues getting into the story just by reading it, since it's told in like documents and everything, you could easily try the audiobook. I think the audiobook is amazing. I've listened to most of it. And I just think this is a book that I've only seen like a handful of people not like, so I think this is definitely a good one. And I have actually recommended this to friends. Or if you don't want like a fantasy or a sci-fi or anything too otherworldly, but you don't necessarily want a straight up contemporary, I would highly recommend Lois Lane Fallout by Gwenda Bond. This is essentially, it's about Lois Lane, like Superman's girlfriend, but in this they're like a YA age and she's like a news reporter at her school, and there is sort of like superhero aspect to this, like there are supervillains and everything, but mostly it reads like a contemporary, and the romance in this is the cutest things. They talk like over chat rooms and text and in a virtual reality game that they both play, and it's honestly the cutest thing ever. If you have not read this series, even if you do read a lot and you haven't read the series, please do, because I just think it's absolutely adorable. And that was the Winter Wonderland book tag. I'm going to tag a couple of people. I'm going to tag Oshina from Oshina Gotta Read 'Em All, Maria from Ria Reads, and Meg from Meg Talks Life. I hope you all are excited to do this tag. Thank you all for watching, and I will see all of you guys next time.